Happy Sunday, Stampers and Paper Crafters. This is Facebook Live number 349. My name is Joy Borwedge, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I live in Burnsville, Minnesota, and I have been a demonstrator since August of 1999. So I just celebrated my 25th anniversary. So yay! I have to say that some of the things about being a demonstrator, and one of the best things is the friends that I've made just because of a rubber stamp and photopolymer stamps. So second thing is the 20% discount. That's the best. And actually I'm making 25% off, so yay. So anyways, I have a really wow card tonight, and I want to show you that and how it's made. And there are a variety of ways you could go with this, and you'll see my interpretation of it. And I'm going to put you down at the table in just a second, so if you get motion sickness or anything like that, just look away, and I'll let you know when I am done messing around with the camera. So hold on. So hopefully everybody had a good weekend. If you are a Twins fan, you definitely did not have a good weekend. They lost 2, but today they took it back, so they had a good run today. There we go. That loosened up really nicely. Okay, so let's get this all set up. Okay, I'm gonna squish in a little bit closer, put some light on the subject, and there we go. I think that works out pretty good. So again, my name is Joy Borwedge. I have an Instagram page at Stampin' for Joy. My online store is stampinforjoy.stampinup.net, and you can use the host code that is Laura Welcome 6QRHEVUV, and you can use that host code when you have an order that is under $150. Ow. If you have an order that is over $150, don't use that host code, because I want you to receive the free product that is free, that you get to choose out. And then PenguinZ33 is my email address. So if you do not have a demonstrator, you can contact me and request these catalogs. Welcome, Laura. How you doing? It's nice to see you. This is the annual catalog, and it will last through the end of April. Then we have the new mini catalog, which just went live September 4th. Now, one of the products in here that I have demonstrated a couple times was the Splendid Autumn Suite, and you could go to my past Facebook Lives, last couple, and look at that. Those are some beautiful designer series paper, but today we are going to play with something from the online exclusive, and we'll talk about that in just a few seconds. I want to highlight to you, my friends and I are putting on an event, and it is October 26th. It's a Saturday, and it's in Highland Park, St. Paul. It's at a church, and we have done this event for many years in the same spot. So what happens is you go home with 16 handmade cards, and everything is cut up and prepped and ready to go. And if you have a question on how something's designed, the demonstrators that made that card for you to follow are there. Plus, if you know a paper crafter, so if they're into scrapbooking or if they're into card making, there's a lot of retired product that has been discounted. So that's a really good place to go shopping. So if you know somebody, share this on your timeline, and maybe that will help them out, save some money. Okay, so then also, Stampin' Up! Just came out with something that is the It's online only right now, just because they had to really scramble to get something done in a very timely fashion. Close to my heart went out of business, and Stampin' Up! Decided to help out what they call the makers. And I'm a demonstrator, and they were called makers. And they were scrapbookers, and we are card crafting and paper crafting. So scrapbooking does fall into rubber stamps, home decor, a lot of that fun stuff that you could do with paper crafts. And so Stampin' Up! Has brought them into the fold and wanted to offer them also another choice. So the scrapbooking brochure is online only, just because Stampin' Up! Really had to pivot. And so I'm just going to show you a quick glance at this. I printed it off on my printer. Stampin' Up! Has come out. We have exclusive colors to Stampin' Up! And one thing that close to my heart had was two-toned paper that was white centered. So when you rip it, you could see that there is a white center, a white core. And so Stampin' Up! Came out with 4 different colors, and that's in the two-tone, and I'll show you that in just a moment. And then also Stampin' Up! Has the color that they brought close to my heart's white, which was called White Daisy, and they added it to our line of 12 by 12 cardstock. And it's a scrapbooking favorite. Now Stampin' Up! Though changed its name. It's called White Willow. So there is memory Reindeer Memories. It's a workshop kit for scrapbookers, and a wide variety of products are included in that. They have the 12 by 12 sheets of the two-toned colors, and then also the white willows in there, plus the designer series paper. And they also have a single-sided designer series paper, and there's 4 different sheets of that. Plus there's a sticker sheet in there. And then there's also an ephemera sheet. So there's quite a bit of fun that you are expected to have when you have the memories, the Reindeer Memories kit. Now, as a paper crafter, you do not have to keep designer series paper just for card making or scrapbooking. You can also use it for card making. And they introduced a stamp set to go with this particular workshop. And so there is Snowy Day, which is a really cute, I am biased because I love penguins. Now we also have that in our winter mini catalog. And we call it the holiday mini catalog. Those of us have been around for quite a while. And you can make 2 3-page spreads. Now, a lot of this is the same product, but then you get a sticker sheet in there. And also the 4, there's actually 5 colors of the two-toned designer series, or two-toned cardstock that's in there. Now, Halloween has kind of escaped the holiday mini catalog just because Stampin' Up! Knew that they were going to put it in this brochure. So that way you could get to it a lot earlier and start making your products faster and start scrapbooking. And then there's a really cute stamp set that coordinates with it. And it's called Halloween Memories. And again, it's not something that can be used just for scrapbooking. You can also use it for card making or home decor. Now, the Autumn to Remember, the designer series paper in here is just absolutely adorable. Plus, you get a one-sided designer series paper. You get sticker sheets, ephemera sheets, and a die-cut sheet, or I should say a pre-cut sheet. You also get placeholders in there. So whether you're a paper crafter or a scrapbooker, this online brochure has something for everyone. So I just kind of wanted to go quickly through that and just point that out, just in case if you're new to my page and this is your first time seeing a video. So, and today happens to be, let's see, February. What in the world? It's September. All right, and let's see. I think I can't even remember. I didn't even look at the calendar today. So anyways, we talked about the online exclusives because we're going to be using the stamp set called the Splendid Sophisticated Sled. And so the online exclusives is another line of product that Stampin' Up! Has that does not see a publication. Just because Stampin' Up! Can put things online quicker and then get a publication out, and then, oops, I don't know why that's there. It's been a while, I guess, since I pulled that out. But anyways, online exclusives is kind of like Stampin' Up's way to add something quickly to, if something runs out, then they can always, order it in, or if something runs out, they don't have any more plans for ordering it. So it is really a buy it while you see it. The Potions and Spells bundle is so awesome. And the Changing Leaves bundle. Now this bundle is a little different because it has a stamp set, it has dies, but in that bundle it has this really cool folder. And that is something that Stampin' Up! Has introduced probably in the last, the last few mini catalogs and the annual catalog. They have those hybrid embossing folders. So check that out in my online store. And like I said, if you see it and you like it, you better get it, because there is no guarantee that it's coming back. Okay, so let me show you the card that we're going to be making tonight. Now this card is actually a fun fold, and I am not going to show you. There's a little treat on the inside, but this here is using several different things, and we're just going to kind of go through them so I can show you. And there's a lot of paper involved, but don't let that scare you. So we're going to use the Happy Little Things dies, and that is just 2 dies. It's an online exclusive, and it pairs with a stamp set, and I forget which one it is. So it's an online exclusive, and so this is the one we're going to be using tonight. And then we're going to be using a greeting from the Choose Happy, and we're going to say hello winter, and you'll see why in just a little bit. Then we're going to be using the Stylish Shapes dies. They are on page 123 in the annual catalog. Are they? Really? I just want to make sure that is correct, because sometimes my information doesn't always get changed. And yep. Stylish Shapes, it's down there in the tiny corner, and it is these 2 dies. So it actually doesn't show you the full set, but this is what you get when you order the Stylish Shapes. And when you punch in online to hit that search bar and you hit stylish, anything with that word stylish pops up, and it will show you this die set. It's one of my favorites. Then the Sophisticated Sled. It's a bundle, and as you can tell, we're using a lot of pieces in there. This die bundle, I should say, this bundle. So when you purchase a stamp set together along with the die, then you save 10%. So these images right here get popped out and are cut out by the dies. And so we're going to be using that tonight. And we're also going to be using the exposed brick 3D embossing folder. It's on page 129 and in the annual catalog. And then we are also using the Country Woods Suite. Now, sorry, the Country Woods Designer Series paper. The color that we're going to be using today is this really pretty blue, and it is Misty Moonlight. And so the colors that range from the cardstock that coordinate are a lot. Carolyn, welcome. Say hi to Laura. So we're going to be using the Misty Moonlight, Petal Pink, and Smoky Slate. So that's the colors that we're choosing from the Designer Series paper for our cardstock. All right, I'm going to take a sip. Okay, so seeing as how you two ladies are here, would you like to see a card that I designed for the upcoming event? Say yes or no. You're not going to see the whole thing because it's actually a fun fold, but you're going to see it. All right, do you want to see it? Yes, no, maybe. You two, Carolyn, Laura. Of course. Okay, there we go. This is the fun fold. I have to hold it, so I don't want anything to give away. So isn't that cute? Silly question. Yeah, I know. But I had to ask it. So this Designer Series paper. Oh, I love it. You guys are so cute. But that is one of the cards. Today, the card that we're at, I'll show you because Carolyn came in late and I don't think she saw it. Boy, I got a piece of fuzz on my mouth. But here's the card that we're making today. Now, designing this card literally took me all day yesterday because I tried different things. I didn't like things, and I tried some today, and I'm like, you know what, screw it. And then by the time I liked it, I'm like going, now I don't have time to do my Facebook Live. I'm going to do it for my Facebook Live because that's going to be way too much prep. No, that is, sorry, Laura, that card that we're doing today, this was going to be my design, but we're not doing it because there is way too much that I would be probably causing a lot of issues. So I designed a different card, but using the splendid, sophisticated Sled. All right, so let's get on with it, because once you see all the paper that I'm cutting up, try doing that by 40, 60. Nah, I am not doing that. Yeah. After doing that Zinnia, Simply Zinnia card, I learned my lesson. Okay, so and also there might be little tiny notes as to which piece is being used because you love the other one. Good, I'm glad you like it. The one with the house, yes. And there is a penguin in there, so I have to tell you that that's the reason why I bought that stamp set. And we're using the penguin, it's just on the inside. So this is a piece of Misty Moonlight. It's 2.5 by 2.5, and we're going to be using that for the wreath. These are all my die cuts, so you will see why I am labeling everything. This is a piece of Mossy Meadow. It is 2.5 by 1.5. The virtual event went really well, thank you. We had a lot of fun. I can show you the cards that we made. This is the swag. Once I get done doing this, I will show you the cards that we made and the, at least the ones that I did, and how they changed from the originals. This is a piece of basic white, and this is 2.25 by 1.25. Those are for the skates. We have a piece of silver foil skates. Those are the blades. Now these are going to be the laces. This is a piece of Mossy Meadow. I was going to say Misty Moonlight because that's not right. This is a piece of that Designer Series paper, and it is 2.5 by 2 1/4. Another piece of Misty Moonlight, 4 1/4 by 2 1/2. A piece of Early Espresso. It's 4 by 1 3/4. Just a scrap piece for the greeting. This piece is a 3 3/4 square, basic white. Another piece of basic white, which is 5 and 3 3/4. This is the card. So this is 4 inches by 10 1/2, and I scored it at 5 1/4. Another piece of Misty Moonlight, which is a 1/4 sheet. So it is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. We need 2 pieces. They are 3 3/4 by 1 1/2. That's for the inside. And this is for the mechanism. So this is 6 by 4, and we're going to score it at a 1/2 inch, 1 1/2, 1 1/4, 2, 4, 4 3/4, and 5 1/2. All right, so look at that just for a few minutes. I'm going to get my pieces of what the original cards were and what they ended up being, and where did I put those? Okay, so one of my cards for the event, the virtual event, was this one. So we made this one, did not change anything. Because I had a lot of card packets left, and now I don't have any. So yay me. Now this was a previous card, and I used this packet, but we changed it up to this one. And so I explained that the Designer Series paper is retired, but I really liked this particular fun fold, so I didn't want to just let that go. So that is what, so this was the in-person event, and this was the card pack. And then, let's see, the birdhouse. This was the birdhouse that we did at the in-person event. And this one, because, thank you, Carolyn, because we can't, stamp images in here and have them color it, I die cut all the flowers. So basically it was the same setup, but no stamping. And if they had, this birthday is from the birdhouse. So if they had that, they could use that or whatever fit inside. And so that's the replacement. And so here's another one with the darker color. And then this was the in-person event, kind of a masculine card. And that is the card that we made for the virtual event. And I changed it up, as you can see, quite a bit. And then told them, this was a stamp set, the layering leaves. So that's been around for a while, so I was hoping that, many people had that. And then I still used that retired ribbon and told them that it was retired, but I didn't want to throw it away. So, and they liked it. So we had a lot of fun. All right, So hopefully I left this on here enough. So we're going to have to score that. We're going to have to do the folder. Where did I put that? There we go. Folder. And then stylish shapes. We're going to die cut that. I'm going to die cut that. Yeah, I'm just going to take these off. I'll leave those on so I don't forget. Now we're going to die cut the skates. Die cut that. I'm not going to miss which one that is. That's the swag. That's the wreath. And the laces. And I'm going to have to stamp the greeting. Okay. So the greeting on the outside is going to say, Hello Winter, and that is in early espresso because the inside is actually going to have a little early espresso in there, so I kind of wanted to have the same colors also represented on the front too. Okay, so that is going to go right there. I want that a little darker on my winter side. Hello was just fine, but I want them to be kind of like the same color. There we go, much better. Okay, so we could die cut that now, once that's done. And let's see, any more stamping? There's really not a lot of stamping on this. This is actually a lot, let's see, what's this one for? That one is also for that. This is the inside of the card, so we could stamp that. And we're actually gonna, you know, kind of do that on the wrong side. We are going to use Misty Moonlight. Thank you very much. Heidi had the bee card that she did previously at the event, and she had something with flowers and a silhouette. What else? I'm looking for my stamp. Did I put it away? Oh, no, never mind. I found it. Okay, so this is, I'm going to stamp off, but I don't want to stamp off on this one yet because I haven't stamped anything, and when I have a blank, I kind of like to keep it blank. I know I'm a dork, but you know, that's just the way it goes. So I'm going to stamp off. My OCD just gets a little overwhelmed sometimes, and after what I went through this weekend with designing my cards, I just kind of want to keep it simple. All right, so that's Misty Moonlight, and like I said, I stamped off. And let's see here. My ribbon is coming undone. I don't like that. It's like a cat was in here playing, but I know they weren't because they're all sleeping. Okay, so let's see, I stamped it off, and so some of the color ends up on there. And now I don't have to stare at it through the whole design. All right, so this is going to say, let's decorate the season with happiness. And I just thought that that was a lot of fun. And so actually, when whoever wins this card, this is the side that you're going to be writing on. I know, it's a tease, but you know, that's what you get. So, sorry. Not sorry. The inside's really cool. Okay, so we're going to move this out of the way. And we're going to score this right here. And we're going to get my Simply Score tool out. I love my Simply Score tool. And the reason why is because then I don't accidentally cut anything. So we're going to take that off, and we're going to keep this over here. Oh, I got some blue on my fingernails. All right, I'll just lick that off. And luckily I'm wearing my Zubas. Thank you. I wear my Zubas right now, and they're stamping, or they're, blue, so I can just lick them off and wipe them off my pants. Okay, so a 1/2 inch, we're going to score first. All right, then we're going to go to 1 1/4. Then we're going to go to 2, and then we're going to go to 4, and then 4 3/4, and then 5 1/2. Now this is where you want to have a bone folder, and you want to have nice creases, okay? And I'm going to get out my bone folder, and we're going to stamp. Oh, sorry, not stamp. We're going to crease that. We're going to push that down, and we're going to do a very nice embellishment. Burnish. We're going to burnish really well. Very hard, very flat. And then, so we're going to go mountain, valley, mountain, valley. Okay. So it looks like that. Like nothing. See? Boing, boing, boing. Okay, so the next one, again, burnish really well with your bone folder. And this one too. Oops. Okay, just like that. And then we're going to take tear and tape, and we're going to go to the outside edge. Now we're going to put that down, and we're going to go to the edge, and we're going to use my Pampered Chef little thingy, because I don't want any hangovers, a scraper. And I hosted many parties, and so that I actually used before a bone folder. And because I never knew what a bone folder was, and I never knew what it did, and so I used this. So if you know, you know. Okay, so now we're going to put that off to the side, and we're going to take those little parts off once we are ready for that. And let's see here. Now I think we shall get the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and I'm going to move all the parts that are getting die cut up to the top there, because first we are going to use the embossing folders. So I'm just going to grab that. And my Post-it notes, because I will probably need those. That one's getting close to the end of their pack. So when you do die cutting, you need the number 1 platform, the number 2, and then the cutting plates. Well, when you do 3D embossing, you only need number 1, which is what this is, and 4. So that is a dark color gray. And that's what that looks like. So that goes on top. So that's all you really need. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that off, because we don't really need the green parts. And now the brick, in my opinion, is directional. And so I am going to have to do this run through twice. So I am going to line this up. This is my top part, and that black line is right there. So I'm just actually lining up my paper where that black line is. When you see the Stampin' Up! Logo, that is the top part. Oh, that's the top part of your folder. And then you know which way is embossed and which way is debossed, and then you can make that decision which one you want to use. Most of the time, I use the embossed side. So I'm going to take that back over here, because I am right-handed, and take those pieces out, and that's what you get. I really like the texture on that one. And then we're going to do these two. Now again, I'm going to line them up with the black line, because they're brick, and yeah, the bricks can be kittywampus, but again, me sitting there playing with things straight and not straight, yeah, I have to have my things straight as much as I can handle. When we were doing the virtual event, we pre-record our videos. So then that way, number one, you don't have the nervousness and you're making mistakes. And number two, if and when I do make a mistake on the videos, I barely redo them. So anyways, I stamped something a tiny bit crooked. And Heidi makes the comment, "Joy, you let that go. I am very proud of you." And then I unmuted myself and I said, you said that too early. So she goes, "Oh no, you did it." And I said, "Yes, I did. I flipped it over and restamped it." So I'm like, it's real life stamping. That's what happens. So yeah, that just made me laugh. Okay, so we're going to try to get as much as we possibly can on the but we're not, because some of these things are going to take up a lot of space. So hello, winter. We're going to put that on here, and we're going to get that kind of close, and we're going to put that post-it note there. And this is for the skate blades. Okay, and this is for the the skate laces. So if you guys haven't seen this, this is actually pretty cool. And then let's see. Oh, we got to stamp the wreath on this one. I forgot. We're going to stamp that in a little bit. Where's my wreath? There it is. Right here. I got to stamp this wreath on here. Duh. And let's see here. This one's the swag. And that is this one. I'm going to flip that upside down. Just in case it does hit the word swag, I don't need the letters in there. And this is the sled part of the sled. And we're going to kind of put that in there at an angle, I guess. Here is the skates. Anything that has a flat surface should not go straight in. It should always be at a diagonal, just because then it is less pressure on the rollers, and then they will be happier that way. Okay, so I'm just trying to see if I can get more on here. There we go. I think I can. Choo choo. Let's see, this one? Maybe. Aha, cool. I think so. Okay, I think this is it. I don't think we can get any more on here. Okay, so nothing else needs to be taped down unless I'm gonna really wickedly put my top plate on. Gentle. And hopefully nothing moves as we go through. Choo-choo. All right. Do either of you have this bundle? This one really comes out really nicely. I'm just going to move my paper, my garbage, closer. You don't have it, Laura? Oh, I love it. Okay, and as I get done with my dies, I'm going to put them back on my magnet sheet, just because then that way and I have to use these pieces next. So that way I don't lose anything amongst all the commotion. Let's just set those there. Okay, and the swag cuts out beautifully. This is in Mossy Meadow. And I'm sure if I needed 2 of these, I could probably do 2 at the same time. I haven't tried it, but I'm sure I could. Okay, so that's going to go over in our... Now I'm going to grab my People Poker out of my Take Your Pick tool. Hi, Stacy. Welcome. And I'm just going to pull that off. Poke all the little parts that, you know, need to be poked. And I'm going to put my lid in the spot where I normally put my lid. Okay, so for this one, we're actually going to make it shorter. So we're going to put this back in. When it's raised up like that, you can feel it when it gets in the track there. And then you can make your dies shorter or longer. Well, yeah, you can make them longer. There's a different... Generally, for me, I make my dies shorter. I rarely ever need them to be longer than what I have. So we're just going to put that back on. And it fits in the track. Oops, we do not wish to whack off the H. Nope. All right, so we got the tape back on that. Here are the laces. And we have to poke all those little parts out. We'll do that in just a moment after we get done. Nope, that didn't want to come off. Nope, that didn't want to come out. All right, let's go poke it out. All right. All right, got my die done. All right, here's the sled part. Now the sled, here's the toboggan part where you steer, the steering mechanism. Now because I'm using Designer Series paper, this actually can be kind of, it could be easily ripped. It's it broken its fibers, and there it went. So there are some wooden pieces, and we'll poke those out after we get done running through for everybody. Our skates came out really nice. They come out too. No, I never learned how to ice skate. I tried twice when I was a kid and had one. I ended up having wrist issues and the other one ankle issues. So I never did that again. Twice was enough. Yeah, this one's super cute. And for me, it's not necessarily Christmas. And it can be. And because we're stuck in Minnesota, not stuck, I actually, I have never ever admitted this yet, but, you know, ladies of certain age, when I get a hot flash, I could go out and melt a snowbank. So I'm actually getting kind of looking very forward to winter, but I do get cold very quickly. So it's either the volcano is erupting or I'm freezing my ass off. It's one of the two. I'm in the air conditioning with my bathrobe on and my slippers on for 1 minute, and then I take them off because I'm cold pretty soon, right after that. So, okay, so let's actually stamp. We're going to move these out of the way because we're not done die cutting yet, but I want to stamp my wreath, and I'm just going to lift up this side. My Big Shot rarely ever gets their lids flipped up. My small one always does, but it's always within reach for me to use it. And now that my stamp room is my bedroom in an apartment, it works out really nice, and I have everything pretty much organized the way I want it, but there's some tweaking that can happen. All right, there we go. And I'm going to show you with this one how to cut it out and know where to die cut it. So there is a way to know. And then I'm going to close this up. Oh, got it. Yes, as soon as I saw that moose, Carolyn, I thought of you. So I was like, yeah, that one is just way too cute, and I knew you were going to get it. Okay, so we need to die cut some bigger pieces, and I need to find my pieces. Okay, so this one is just a square, the Stylish Shapes, and because this is a square and it has a flat edge on all sides, we're going to put this in, let's see, pointy part going towards the rollers. So I'm also then going to put on a Post-it note just so that it kind of stays. This piece right here is for the background of the sled, and I really like that I have this. Oh, we just might have to go 3 times through. We'll see. I can pack anything. Gosh darn it. Let's see here. Let's flip that around. If I can pack a skid, I can pack... Let's see. That... I don't want to put that on straight. I mean, that is slightly at an angle, right? Okay, so then this... See, I don't think I'm going to get my wreath in. Oh, well. I guess we'll just have to do 3 times through. And I am going to put a Post-it note on that one just because I have trust issues with... There we go. Not moving. Okay, so there we are. We're going to put that through and not run that over. Oops, sorry for the wiggling. That's what happens when we use this. Okay. So welcome to the group, Stacy. So this is the back side. Carolyn and Laura are here. Say hi to Stacy. And let's see how we made that Hello Winter a little bit smaller. All right. Compared to that big die. And then nothing special about the Stylish Shapes. It's a square. And we're going to use it. And then this one. Okay. So This wreath, see those two leaves kind of pointing out? I don't want to call them horns, but that's what they look like to me, kind of. Ears. Let's say ears. They look like ears. I could help you. So if you see those two ears, that's how you hook up this die. Yes. I think you do too, Carolyn. Penguins are always cute. And so, if you guys did not see the last Facebook Live, which was 348, this is a shaker card. And it shakes. It has snowflakes and paper parts in there from the stamp set, and it is a really cute card. Thank you, Carolyn. I love it. Yes, and this was actually my first time creating with this penguin card. So, for the snowy scenes. So, let's see. All right, so we're now going to hook up our ears. Doggone it, I lost my ears. There, I think I did it. All right, let's try that, and if not, you know, we have more paper. Several already of what? Because I have a, oh geez, come on. It doesn't help. Let's see. No, the penguin card was the first one, the first time I ever made anything with it. And so that was last Sunday's videos, Facebook Live. And okay, I think now I got it again. Let's try not moving it so we don't have to go through a fourth time. Okay. Talked about what, Laura? Did we talk today? I don't remember talking today to anybody. See how that cut out nicely? If you poke out, if you pay attention to the ears right there. I don't know why I called them horns, but, you know, that was the first thing that came out of my mind. You know, Halloween's coming up, and I don't have any Halloween stamps. So, there. Okay. Well, the card that, this is the card that we're making for the event. So, there is a penguin on here, but hi Tammy, welcome. So this card I designed Friday. It took me all day Friday after I got up from my nap into Saturday to design this card because it literally, yes. You need, you know, because all penguins, you know, it's like children. If you like, you know, children, you have more than one. So you have to have more than one if you like children. Penguins, they have all their own personalities. You have to own different penguin stamp sets because of their own different personalities. Thank you, Stacy. Cute is the perfect word to describe penguins. Look at how many tree and leaf sets and flower sets I own. I own more of those than I do penguin sets. And that is kind of a sad state of affairs. Okay, so let's get going. We can actually put together some things. Let's see. Ice skates are over there. Inside mechanism. Outside, because these are the outside part of the cards. Wow, there's a sled in here. Okay, look at that. Ice skates. And we'll have to do the poking parts out. And the swag, that goes on the outside. And there is another one over here somewhere, because I cut out two. All right, who's over here and took my other swag? Or did I use it? Okay. I will probably find it later, but I need another swag. What did I do with it? Did I put it in my trash? This is my trash can. All the recycling goes on this side. All the non-recycling goes over here. Gosh darn it. All right. Swag. And as luck has it, my little guy is ready to go. So we might as well just use this for one little lousy little swag that decided to jump ship. Maybe it's on the floor. But because this is really weird, okay? This apartment here does not have any lights in the ceiling, okay? But it has a light switch that allows you to turn something on, and it doesn't work for any of the outlets in this apartment. So now I have to get out my scrap paper and all right. So all my scraps come in. Anything that is less than a quarter sheet goes in here. And for each family, like this is neutrals, the first 5 of the alphabet, because my OCD does not allow me to mix them up. I go A, B, C, and in order. So then 2 for each family. So then that way I won't be able to fit everything in just one box. No way, no how. But anyways, my lights, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 lights in my bedroom. Lamps, because my paper crafting table has 2. My die cutting area has 1. My paper cutting area has 1. And then my bed has 1 that is for when I read. Because my brain does not allow me to go to sleep. It'll sit there and think about stupid songs or things that I have to do for my next event. Or it'll think about, tomorrow I need to water the plants and I need to make more hummingbird food. And and sometimes when I'm designing a card for, say, an event, right before I turn off the light, I'll have to get up out of bed and scribble something down because I won't remember when I wake up in the morning. So that happens too. So I have to read a book before I go to bed while lying in bed. So now I will put that in my scrap bin and throw that away. Okay, now we're done die cutting, I hope. All right, so this goes in the sled, and we have to poke that out. This one goes with the sled. Okay, shoelaces and sled. Okay, so let's kind of go in order, and I'm going to grab my garbage can and my take your pick tool. I'm going to use the people poker because I am the people it pokes. These dies cut so nicely that these just they just poke really easy. Now, if you haven't seen this, these are the shoelaces for the skates. There is a die part, or there's a part of the die that actually leaves a slit. So it allows you to slide these in and change the color of the shoelaces for your skates. It is pretty cool. And just as, I'm telling you how easy this comes out, it's being a butthead. All right, come on. Let's go. There we go. Popped out pretty quick. Okay, so now, yes, let's see. I'm looking back at, okay, thanks. I can, Stacy, I can help you design your Christmas card. And then, come on, my little thing. What is it called? My comments are being weird. So I was going to answer a question. Yes, I have the nests of winter. So no birds. So not into birds, but really, yes, that I do have that stamp set, and it is really cute, and I love the birch wood embossing folder. Now I am flipping this upside down because I can see them better, because there are parts in here that are supposed to die cut out and leaves you like a plank in the wood. There we go. I just didn't want to cut out. Come on, let's go. Okay, so then there is one more right there. I'm thinking maybe that because this is designer series paper, excuse me, I'm gonna have to take a drink. I got a tickle. Sorry. Oh, hopefully that'll help. Okay, and there's also little dots that come out that there's 3 dots on each of these rungs, I think. I don't know what the sorry, I'm not sick yet, which I'm surprised because I'm getting my butt kicked at work. But this past week a person has returned, so that has alleviated some stress on me. She was gone for basically 2.5 weeks due to jury duty, And also she was out for a while, but that will help not be so wickedly busy at work. We're so behind in the press room that Tammy and I have been staying late every day, just shipping stuff out, that anything that we could possibly get out. All right, there's another one right there. Okay. Gosh, darn it, that tickle is really not going to go away. Okay, I'm taking another drink. All right. All right. I think. Okay, so one on each side. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I got all the parts that are stuck out of the tree. The sled. All right, so, okay, so now we got all the parts poked out of all our stuff, so I can get rid of my trash. Okay, so we're gonna get out the silicone mat. There's a piece that can get thrown away right there. Okay, so if you want, you can take the glue, or you can use adhesive backed sheets, and I did not think of that until just now. How come? I mean, I own them and I like to use them, but when I'm doing a Facebook Live and I'm talking about the adhesive sheets, hi Sherry, welcome. I forget to do it until I'm actually going to say, hey, you can use the different sheets, but you can use the silicone mat along with your liquid Tombow glue and to put these on. Okay. Just take a deep breath and just let that coughing fit, whenever that was, just go. Okay, so not everything was tied down, but we're going to take the parts that go down and kind of go like that. Oops. And I think I got that pretty straight. Okay, so I'm gonna push that over and give that a nice burnish. Okay, so then this, you want to put this closer down. Kind of where the holes are, they go near your pieces right here that stick out. So that's where you, that's your indicators as to where to stick it, okay? Because you don't want to stick this up too close, because really that's not how those look back. Not that I really ever used one of these when I was a kid, but it's pretty close to where those are at. That's how you know that you got the right area. But what I did is I just put my adhesive, my Stampin' Seal, and I just went all the way at, whoa, 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 nope, nope, nope. I did not do that. How do you say my Stampin' Seal ate my sled? Hold your fingers down. Maybe the liquid Tombow glue would be actually the better choice, but we'll not do that now, seeing as how that's already on there. Okay, so I'm just going to line up those holes with my outline of my sled. Okay, and the driving part, this piece, the steering mechanism of your sled. Just put a little adhesive on there. And that goes right there. Okay. I mean, now, isn't that cute? All right, so then now we are going to put some adhesive right there. And we are going to stick the green Mossy Meadow swag right on top. And we're going to put that off to the side because, you know, we're not done yet. Now here, if you haven't seen this part yet, this is actually one of the coolest things I have seen from a non-ice skater. You take this piece and you slide it into that track, and you have different color shoelaces based upon what you need to do with your card. Now, how flipping cute is that? All right, so there's one, and you can put something on the back to adhere that if you wanted to. I'm just going to wait until I'm done, okay? And then we're going to do the same thing to the other shoe. Skate. It's not a shoe, it's a skate. Okay. Sorry, Laura. Okay, so then now, that's my job. My job is done. Making another demonstrator buy another stamp set. All right, so I am going to take a little tiny bit of glue, and I'm going to put that along. Whoa, that is really flowing nice. All right, so I'm going to kind of use my nose on my tip to kind of grab some of that glue. Whoa, that is being awfully... I was going to try to put that on here. I don't think that's going to work very well. Okay, so then this is part where I need take your pick tool. And I'm going to take that and lay that down on there, and then use my people poker to guide that into where it needs to go. And now I don't have any excess glue on my foil. If you glue on foil, you will never get it off. It will just make a mess. So use your take your pick tool, and don't put the glue on the foil part. Use the glue on the skate, and then add that in, because you have that wiggle room. Oops. There we go. And now we have that. Isn't that cute? Okay, so now those are going to dry. Again, I was going to put that in there. Okay. So now let's get to the inside of the card. So we're actually going to adhere this, the front, you know, the base of the card to the front. Actually, that's not. I'm going to move that out of my way and move that over here. The front part of the card, we're going to put the adhesive on the whole front because we emboss this, and embossing paper, cardstock, will tend to make it not level. So when you put it on your card, it will kind of bubble up and not have a smooth edge. So you will do that, flip it over, give it a nice burnish. Okay, now let's add that to the base. We're going to put that there. Now, this idea of the card came from Susan Campfield. She is a demonstrator, and I saw this on her YouTube page. And I changed my dimensions quite a bit, but the idea is hers. And so we are going to take these two pieces, and again, because these are embossed, we want to add the adhesive all the way around. Yes. I designed that card. This was going to be my card for the event. It is not. I was having way too many issues with this card. I threw too many things away. I did not like how things were turning out. Color-wise, size-wise, I changed. This white piece was a full half sheet of cardstock. I wanted to have the Misty Moonlight on the back side, so I changed the papers, the sizes, and so coming up with that, tweaking, and then this. So this piece here is the mechanism. So if you've not seen this, you should go back and watch the replay. But Susan has some really cute ideas, and they're a lot simpler than mine. I rarely ever case somebody's card exactly, and that's just me. I like to change it up a little bit, let them keep their design, the card, you know, the whatever they used, and add a little joy to it. Well, I added a lot of joy to this one. Nancy! Oh my goodness, lady, where have you been? I miss you. It's nice to see you on here. Welcome. Carolyn and Laura are here. Okay. So, we're going to take this and put this on here. And we're going to when I first saw her card, this was the first thing that came to my mind, was the sled, and to do something with the sled. That's all I had. I didn't have an idea of where I wanted to go with the sled. I didn't have the colors. I was going to have paper here, designer series paper. I didn't like that. I didn't know if I wanted to use something else, and I was having a heck of a time. And so I just basically stopped. And went and hung out with my husband. He said, I am not doing that anymore. And he goes, what's going on? And I'm like, I don't like this. And he goes, well, what don't you like about it? Everything. So, and when I was designing it this morning, you know, working on it, and, you know, things were going a lot better for me. And I was like, oh, I like this and I like that. And where should I put this? And I'm like, oh my gosh, if I did this for the event, I'm going to kill myself because way too many questions, way too many, yeah, I can't do that. A lot of pieces to cut, multiply by 40 to 60 people. No way in the world would I, no. All right, let's get this. This ribbon is part of a duo pack, and it is called the Gold and Silver Ribbon. It's 1/8, and it's on page 113 in the annual catalog. And let's see here. Yeah, that's funny. Sorry, Laura, not just you. Yeah, we would be setting the time clock for 5 o'clock, and everybody would be there past 6 because they got to do joist tables. Yeah, so I decided, no, this is not the card. But I designed another fun fold today using this stamp set. And I should say bundle. And yes, the sled and the skates are making it into the card. So you will get your hands on that. Thank you, Laura. Yes, everybody likes my cards too, but they just take a little while, for the most part. I do have an easy card. This year I'm designing 3. Solveig, she's got 4. So this is the pop-up card. And we're going to do Winkostella on that. And now we're going to finish up the outside of the card. Okay, so now I did not want to do dimensionals on this because, as you can tell, this is going to be a bumpy card. So what we call a bumpy card is something that is with a lot of dimensionals and kind of standing. I might have to pay, whoever wins this card, I might have to pay extra postage. And I try not to do that as much if I don't have to. And because this has been embossed, that's the reason why I wanted to put on the extra adhesive on my stylish shapes. Okay, so then now we're going to put the adhesive on our wreath. And I'm going to do the same thing with the wreath as or the swag, yep. Here we go. Somebody's going to really like this card once they win it. Yeah, I have to get my winners picked. It's been a while since I've picked them. Just because I've been so busy at work. I mean, I literally have been working 10 to 12 hours. And I actually even worked a Saturday, not this, 2 weekends ago. Just because they wanted me to do something in the warehouse. But because of the lack of people, I kind of need to stay up front. And they're like, no, don't stay late to work on it. And basically it went by for 2 weeks and I couldn't work on it. And I just stayed Saturday, and Tammy, my supervisor, she was there and got that done, and they were happy with that. So it's like it's not getting done. Do you want it done? I will stay. I don't mind. But anyways, I come home from work and I am just completely and utterly exhausted, and I'm trying to design the 3 cards that I have for my event, and I sit in my chair, I watch the twins lose, and I get so grumpy. I don't want to do anything. Okay. Yeah, on Friday I took a nap. Actually, Thursday was the first day in weeks that I had actually left on time, which I don't mind staying late. And I was like, I came home and Mike's like, "Well, you're home early." And I said, "Yep," and I'm taking a nap. And then I'm going to do my Facebook Live. I woke up and he goes, "You got sleepy face." And I said, "I am not doing my Facebook Live." And he kind of laughs at me. Okay. So I am basically putting the adhesive on the back side of these, which is holding those skates. So that's the reason why I didn't have to do anything to those, as you can see. So now on this card, I actually, if you can tell the difference, I actually did blue on my original. Thank you, Sherry. That's very nice of you. And I did the mossy meadow for the shoes. Now, do you want me to use mossy meadow around the outside edge to sponge, or the midnight, misty moonlight? What do you think? I'm going to leave it up to you guys. What do you think? Misty moonlight or mossy meadow? What do you think? Should we do one? And then in Misty Moonlight, and then Misty Moonlight, Sherry? Okay. I will get another sponge. Finger daughter. Okay. And then oh, I got 2 Misties. All right. We're doing it. Okay. Got a little dark on there, but you know what? It's kind of rustic looking. Okay. Now we're going to add the adhesive to the back. We're putting the point right on the stylish shapes. Okay. And then we are not going to color the rhinestones this time, because I like the idea of keeping the silver. So we're going to keep it clear this time. All right. You all 3 voted for Misty, so that's cool. Okay. So now we're going to take the rhinestones, and we're going to put that right, whoops, come on, flip over, you little bugger. No, don't make me go. Right there in the corner. And then we're going to take the medium one, and we're going to go right down here in the corner, and we're going to take the little guy and put that right on top, right in the corner. Okay. now, so you guys will find this funny. Heidi, in her video, see, like I said, we pre-record our videos for the virtual event. So that way, number one, we can stop, pause, have people get caught up. Then that way we can also, Janie, welcome. That way we can also send them to everybody. So if somebody needs to leave the virtual event early, then they can, you know, finish the rest of the cards and stuff. And so in one of the events, or in one of the videos, Heidi's going, and Joy is probably sitting there. No, that's not where your embellishment goes. It goes right there. So I thought that was funny because I started laughing. Okay, so I probably should have done this, and again, think of that. I just want to kind of lay this down and just do the greens of the Mossy Meadow and Winkastella those. Thank you very much, Laura. Could you imagine cutting up all the stuff that I had to do for this card for 40 to 60 people? No. Did that once. All right, so you can see the shininess on that wreath, that I should say swag. And then now we're going to go back in and we're actually going to color this in. And you're actually going to be able to see the difference because some of that blue is re-wetting. And so it is lightly coloring where the white used to be. So instead of like a blender pen and kind of coloring it with ink, you know that there's a special ink in there in that blender pen, we're doing that with the stamp. So I don't know if you can see that, the difference between it being colored and not colored. Well, what do you think of this card? Is it something that you would like to win? If you would like to win this card, there's a way. And some of you have already done it. So let's clear off this space. Never what? Never too much Winkastella? Okay, so let's show you this card. This is the front, and this is the inside, and that is where you basically sign your card. And so the outside says, "Hello, Winter." And then it says, "Let's decorate the season with happiness." So, I mean, fun, cute stuff. So all you have to do to get entered into this drawing is do a thumbs up or a heart. Then leave a comment. All you have to do is say hi. One comment, that's all you need. It gets you entered into the drawing. And then if you you would never prep for 49 people. Yeah, not this kind of card, right? But if you share this on your timeline, maybe there's a paper crafter on your timeline that might get a kick out of this card. Or maybe there's a paper crafter that's not touched their stuff in a long time and they don't know what kind of cool things there are out there. Put this on your timeline. Share it. Number one, it helps my name get out there. I have seen demonstrations by other demonstrators that have like 300 people, 400 people, 500 people watching them. I have 5, and I feel happy with 5, but maybe 10 would be really fun with too, you know, 50. So help me get my name out there and share. And that gets your name entered twice into the drawing. So I want to say thank you very much for hanging out with me on a, thank you very much, Stacy. I absolutely love it. So thank you so much for hanging out with me on a Sunday evening. I'm really hoping it's going to slow up a little bit so I can come back on Thursday and show you another beautiful card. It could be simpler. It could be more detailed. I don't know. So thank you very much. Have a great week and happy stamping.